lesson, section 5.3, is on adding and subtracting, multiplying polynomials together. We're going to start with the adding and subtracting first. Your key here is that you want to always remember to put like terms together. Anything that's in a third degree goes with anything else that's in a third degree, and so on for every single degree and every single plane constant that you see. There are two different ways that you could see your expressions being added or subtracted. Example number 1 adds horizontally. Numbers 2 and 3 are adding things vertically. Vertically are nice because you're going to notice everything lined up right above each other. So those are nice. You know exactly what has to go together. When they're horizontal, you need to look for them yourselves. All right, so let's do this first one. And again, you can go ahead, hit pause, try these by yourself, turn it on, see if you get the correct answer as I walk you through them. 4x to the third, negative 5x to the third, those are like terms. Negative x to the third. Some people like to cross things off so they know they found everything and you don't miss something along the line or leave something out. 4x squared plus negative 2x squared is 2x squared. Done with those. Negative 3x plus negative 4x, those are like terms with a negative sign. Negative 7x, done with those. And then 10 plus negative 4 is plus 6. Negative x to the third plus 2x squared minus 7x plus 6. Numbers 2 and 3 are vertically. It doesn't matter which direction you go, left to right, right to left, you'll get the same answer. Up and down, 5x to the third, 2x to the second plus negative 4x to the second, negative 3x plus negative 1x, 5 plus negative 7, negative 2. Now the next one happens to be a subtraction, and these will be the ones that will catch people making your mistake when you have double negatives. You forget to come out here to this minus sign every time. So please be very careful if you work vertically, knowing that you have to come back to the minus sign. 3x to the third, subtract, subtract. Minus minus becomes a plus plus. This is positive 7x to the third. Now you have to go to the next term, but remember to always come back out here to this negative sign again. 4 subtract 6 is negative 2x squared. 7 subtract 9 is negative 2x. And 12 subtract negative 3 would become plus plus 15. 7x to the third minus 2x squared minus 2x plus 15. Multiplying is like doing several distributions in a row. There are several different ways that you can look at your multiplying, just like with adding and subtracting. I'll show you one of them working horizontally and one of them working vertically. Horizontally, just think double distributions. X times 3x squared, 3x to the third. X times negative 2x, negative 2x squared. X times 4 is 4x. Now go to the next term with your distributions. 3 times 3x squared, 3 times negative 2x, and 3 times 4. Now you have to look for everything that's like terms. Make sure you get everything together. 3x to the third, done with that. Negative 2x squared plus 9x squared plus 7x squared. 4x minus 6x, negative 2x, plus 12. And that should be everything. Now the next one is vertical distribution. When you do vertical distribution, you're going to take everything on the top row and multiply it one at a time by what you see in the bottom row. Starting here with 5 times 3 is positive 15. You do need to remember to put the signs with everything in the front of when you write it down. Next one is 3x times 3 is plus 9x, and then 3x squared times 3 is 9x squared. Once you're done with the 3, you're going to now take everything and multiply it by 2x, starting with your 5. 5 times 2x is 10x. Put that underneath your other x term, so they're automatically lined up and down like terms underneath each other. Next up will be 3x times 2x, which is positive 6x squared. Notice I'm putting that underneath the other x squared term. And then last will be 3x squared times 2x will be positive 6x to the third, way out here in the front with no other x to the third terms. Now we can add going straight up and down. 6x to the third plus 15x squared plus 19x plus 15. This next example shows shows 3 different binomials being multiplied together. For something like this, you want to do just 2 at a time. So I'm going to put a little curtain here. We're going to multiply just the first 2 together with FOIL and come up with our first answer. X squared minus 3x minus x plus 3 gives us x squared minus 4x plus 3. Now I'm going to bring in that last binomial, x plus 2, and now we have this triple distribution thing that we need to do. You could either carry this out like we did question number 1, do this horizontally, or if you like the vertical, you can move your x plus 2 underneath and do it that way as well. I'll leave mine horizontal. X to the third plus 2x squared minus 4x squared minus 8x plus 3x plus 2. And then we just have to find everything like terms. X to the third minus 2x squared minus 5x plus 2. I think I made a mistake there. 3, 2, let's make that a 6. You probably caught that. That's a plus 6 sitting in the back. All right, on the next page we've got some special products that we need to talk about. These first couple you'll be familiar with. A plus b times a minus b. When you do FOIL, a squared minus ab plus ab will cancel each other out, and you're only left with minus b squared sitting in the back. A plus b squared, remember, means a plus b times another a plus b. Same thing as this next one. A minus b squared means a minus b times another a minus b. Your answers expanded a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, and then a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Let's look at those samples real quick. The first one, we've got x plus 4 times x minus 4. When you do your distribution, x squared minus 4x plus 4x, do you see right there that those disappear? And then minus 16. Your answer is just x squared minus 16. X plus 4 squared and x minus 4 squared, if we notice how the pattern is supposed to work, you should get x squared. You're going to have 2 of a times b. So x times 4 is 4x. We should get 2 of those. 4x doubled, in other words. We should get 8x here. And then take your back term and square that. Should be 16. So if you can remember this special product of a quantity squared, it's the first term squared, the back term squared, and to get the middle, you take these two guys, multiply them together, and double that. 4 doubled is 8. Let's try it down here. Take the first piece and square it. Take these two and double that, so that'll be 8. And take the back term and square that, 16. You'll always have a positive in the back when you square something. The sign in the middle will be the sign that you've got in your problem. So since we had a negative in the problem, then we're going to have a negative on the 8x. All right, let's look at this one right here. X plus 9 and x minus 9 is going to be this rule right here. A squared minus b squared. When we're done, we should have x squared minus 81. If you don't trust yourself, do the entire FOIL. If you want to go through and just know what the shortcut is going to be, x times x is x squared, 9 times 9, 81. Positive times negative is negative, should be a negative 81. X minus 7 squared, x plus 5 squared. These are the same as what we did right up here. Can you get there by using the shortcut? If not, then you need to multiply them out using FOIL, x minus 7 times x minus 7. If you can remember your shortcut, first term squared. Take these two and double it. 7 doubled is 14, keep the minus sign. Back term squared, positive 49, done. First term squared. These two doubled, x and 5 doubled is 10, keep your plus sign. 5 squared plus 25, done. All right, now we have to look at a couple different special products. These are with the products with special cubes. I want to put up the general rule for both the positive and the negative first, and you're going to use that rule to help you down here with x plus 3 to the third. A plus b raised to the third power. This expands. This is as if you were supposed to do a plus b, writing it out 3 times. But nobody likes to write things out and do them a long way if they don't have to. You'd have to do a double FOIL. Take the first two, multiply them together, take that answer times this last one, and write out the whole thing. If you can jump through that, and if you can remember how to expand this, it'll just be a little quicker for you. To begin, it's the first term that you see cubed, a to the third. Next up, 3, you're going to start with the number 3, and then we're going to work our way down the line with the a to the third. So one less than that would be a squared, and we're only going to bring in b to the first power. These two powers should add up to give us 3. Then we go to the next term, which is also a 3, but we're working our way down the line with our a terms again. So it started as a to the third, then went to a to the second. This will now be a to the first. Our b terms are working their way up the line, so now it's b squared. And then in the back, we don't have any a terms left, so there's no a term at all. We're working our way up the line with the b term. That's b to the third. And then you can put in your signs. Since our original problem was positive, that means I'm going to have positive all the way through. I want you to try to remember one number sequence when you're doing this expansion on a cube. That number expansion is 1, 3, 3, 1. See if you can remember that expansion of numbers, 1, 3, 3, 1. That's how you're going to work each of these problems. A minus b to the third is going to start the same way. So I want you to start with that 1, 3, 3, 1 number sequence. This might be a little easier way to think about expanding this. 1, 3, 3, 1. Then I want you to look at the a term. We're going to start with the a term, and you're going to use that power that you see out in the front, a to the third. Then work your way down the line. A to the second, a to the first, no a term here. Then we're going to do our b terms, and we're going to work our way back up the line. In the back will be b to the third, b to the second, b to the first, and no b term. Does this expansion look exactly the same as this expansion that we did here? A to the third, a to the second, b to the first, a, b to the second, and b to the third. And remember, each of these powers has to add up to 3 if you did this correctly. Now the signs on this one are going to alternate. The first term we see, a to the third, is positive. After that, they're going to alternate. Minus, plus, minus. Kind of confusing, I know, but let's try this next one. X plus 3 raised to the third power. Again, that number expansion that I mentioned, 1, 3, 3, 1. Every time, 1, 3, 3, 1. Number in the front, we're going to work our way down the line. X to the third, x to the second, x to the first, no x term in the back. Now take your number in the back and work your way backwards. 3 to the third, 3 to the second, 3 to the first, no 3 term. The sign in the middle is plus. I'll use plus all the way across. And now we just have to clean it up. And here's where you're going to use your flashcards to help you clean it up. 1x to the third just stays x to the third. 3 times 3 to the first, 3 times 3, 9, x to the second, plus 3 to the second is 9 times 3 here, there's 27, x, plus, and then 3 to the third, flashcards, 27. And there's your expansion for x plus 3 to the third. All right, so this expansion, definitely put this in your notebooks. A plus b to the third, a minus b to the third. Remember the number sequence 1, 3, 3, 1. And then you're working your way down the line, a to the third, a to the second, a to the first, no a term. And then you work your way backwards, b to the third, b to the second, b to the first, no b term. Hopefully, if you work on these enough, you'll be able to remember this sequence and make it a lot easier than actually doing long FOIL for these. All right, that's it for section 5.3. We'll look at some samples tomorrow in class and work on some of them together with you.